breaking right now at 6. Caps and Wizards owner Ted Leonsis and Virginia's governor set to make an announcement about a possible move to Virginia. The event happening at the proposed site of a new arena complex. 2 acts of heroism caught on video.
Come on, he can pull him out. You pull him out.
First, a 7 News photojournalist is on the side of a man trapped in his car after a fiery collision with a school bus. And a dramatic race against time caught on body cam video. Sheriff's deputies rescue a driver and 2 dogs after the man's car plunges into a frigid pond.
Breaking right now at 6 o'clock, a major announcement scheduled for tomorrow morning in Potomac Yard amid our reporting that Virginia lawmakers had agreed Potomac Yard was suitable as a new home for the Capitals and Wizards. At 9 in the morning, owner Ted Leonsis, Governor Youngkin, and Virginia leaders will gather at a Potomac Yard development site near the metro station. Now, thanks for staying with 7 News as we dig into each aspect of this breaking development. We do have team coverage for you tonight. Kelly Lynn is in Alexandria, where residents are reacting to the possibility of another massive development. Christian Flores just spoke with DC's Downtown Business Improvement District leaders. But first, though, our Scott Abraham breaking this information. He has the latest now about the team's upcoming announcement. Scott?
Yeah, Michelle, this all happened so quickly. All signs are now pointing toward the Washington Capitals and the Washington Wizards being moved from downtown D.C. to Northern Virginia. As you mentioned off the top, 7 News can confirm a 9 a.m. event tomorrow at Potomac Yard in Alexandria, Virginia. Ted Leonsis, the majority owner of the Caps and the Wizards, will be there alongside Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin and Alexandria Mayor Justin Wilson. The belief is that there will be some sort of an announcement for the construction of a new arena that will be home to the Caps and the Wizards. Just yesterday, Virginia lawmakers voted to approve the plan for the construction of an 8 million square foot sports and mixed-use campus at the Potomac Yard site. At the moment, the project still has to be approved by the Virginia General Assembly and Alexandria City Council. I spoke with Sam Fortier of the Washington Post about this major development.
But I think that moving it out of a central point in the district, certainly for Maryland fans, certainly for DC fans, that is going to influence, I guess, your fandom of the team. And I think this would be a pretty major shakeup of what the experience is to root for those teams.
Yeah, certainly. With the expectation now that the Caps and the Wizards are in fact moving across the river, this is a massive blow to the district. Capital One Arena, the current home of the teams, is one of the older buildings in the NBA and the NHL. It first opened in 1997. This is obviously a quick developing story. When new information becomes available, we will certainly let you know here and online. Michelle?
All right, Scott, and we'll check back in with you in just 20 minutes. Let's now go to Kelly Lynn. She's in Alexandria with reaction to the possibility of arena construction in the coming years. Kelly.
Michelle, since we learned of that big announcement coming tomorrow, we saw workers making adjustments to this sign here that lies over a fence that surrounds vacant land here at Potomac Yard. Now, I want to go to the video right now because a day after that source told 7 News that Virginia lawmakers had voted to approve the plan to move the Washington Wizards and the Capitals out of the district and into Alexandria, residents I spoke to today had various opinions. Monday's vote by the Major Economic Investment Project Approval Commission approves a proposal that includes a new stadium, a 3,000-seat music and entertainment venue, a conference center, hotels, and the headquarters for the owners of the Wizards and the Capitals, Monumental Sports and Entertainment. I spoke with Roy Bird, who is chair of the Coalition for a Livable Alexandria, and he says that numerous improvements, including road improvements, as well as other enhancements, would be necessary to make way for a sports district that could possibly be built near the Potomac Yard Metro.
There's real concern about gridlock and traffic on Highway 1, which is already very congested during rush hour, and what this will do to quality of life, once a stadium is in that area.
And I also spoke to two longtime Alexandria residents about this proposal. You can read their opinions as well as the opinion of a group known as YIMBYs of Northern Virginia. That stands for Yes in My Backyard. You can get the information on our website. Just go to WJLA.com. Reporting live in Alexandria, Kelly Lynn, 7 News.
Kelly, thank you. And as we seek reaction and clarity tonight, I did call outgoing Alexandria Mayor Justin Wilson and asked if he could comment. He didn't give specifics, only saying, quote, there will be plenty of comments tomorrow. All right, so far, local officials are not ready to go on the record with comments on this big story. Our entire 7 News team has been reaching out to leaders across the region. In fact, we've contacted D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser and the Deputy Mayor for Planning and Economic Development. A D.C. Council hearing was delayed today. Our Sam Ford asked if the arena talks were the reason for that. He got no comment there. 7 News also reached out to Alexandria's Economic Development Partnership and Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin, who is expected at Potomac Yard tomorrow, as we mentioned. We will let you know if we hear back from any of them. Meantime, our Christian Flores just talked to leaders with the Downtown Business Improvement District in D.C., which is home to Capital One Arena. Christian, what are they telling you tonight?
He's telling me this would be a major blow to the local economy. You just have so many businesses out here that rely on the thousands and thousands of fans that flock here for home games. Now, Capital One Arena has long been credited with the revitalization of Chinatown and downtown D.C., so both teams leaving would be a major shakeup out here. Now, sources told me that tomorrow's event with majority owner Ted Leonsis and Governor Glenn Youngkin will likely signal the move across the river into Virginia because of how much time has been spent ironing out details of the new stadium deal. But there are still a lot of steps. Plus, they're keeping an eye on what offers D.C. may make between now and when the shovels hit the dirt. Now, last month, Monumental Sports and Entertainment, which owns both teams, requested $600 million in public funds from D.C. for stadium renovations. Meanwhile, a D.C. business leader tells me the two teams leaving would be such a gut punch for the whole city, not just the area surrounding Capital One Arena.
It attracts between 2 to 2.5 million people, and that results in a lot of economic activity that's generated that supports not just the economic infrastructure here in downtown, but it really benefits the city as a whole.
The team's lease with Capital One Arena is up in 2047, but they can leave in 2027 if they pay around $35 million. Reporting live from Capital One Arena, Christian Flores, 7 News.
Christian, thank you. And if indeed an arena is coming to Potomac Yard, it would be another billion-dollar development. The last two NBA arenas to open were in San Francisco and Milwaukee. They cost just under $1.5 billion each, and that was back in 2018 and 2019. It would also be a bookend on the south side of what is now National Landing, the sprawling Arlington and Alexandria business district that includes a new Virginia Tech campus, the possible arena, and of course Amazon's HQ2, which is intended to bring 25,000 jobs to its campus. And there are relatively recent developments to Amazon's headquarters there. Phase 1 completed in June with a grand opening, but phase 2, which includes the Helix, that was paused. It was a major setback, of course, for development in that area. The Business Journal, though, reports that ground is expected to break on that phase 2, in 2024. Be sure to stay with 7 News as we continue to follow developments on arena plans. Many of you first got push alerts notifications from the free 7 News app. We're going to keep updating our digital stories on WJLA.com, and Scott Abraham will also be back in just a few minutes.
All the kids out? You trying to get someone out?
Talk about incredible moments, all caught on video. 7 News photojournalist Dale Wright joins Good Samaritans in helping pull a man from this fiery crash with a school bus on the Beltway. See how it all unfolded next.
And a terrific Tuesday here. No snow, calm and dry. But now we got some frost that we'll be tracking overnight. Frosty conditions. Currently, we're at 42 degrees in D.C. We drop below freezing after midnight. You can see how cold it's going to be for early tomorrow morning. I'm back in a few moments with a look at one weather maker tomorrow, a bigger one coming up.
You're watching 7 News, on your side at 6.
Terrifying moments on the Beltway caught on camera as a car and a school bus full of students collide, bursting into flames. A 7 News photojournalist in Upper Marlboro saw this crash happen and then rushed to help the trapped driver. Take a look.
All the kids out? You trying to get someone out? Come on, come here, but he can pull him out. You pull him out.
Yeah, that's our Dale Wright. He's a newsman and Air Force veteran with decades of experience. He keeps rolling as he and other Good Samaritans, they frantically try to get the man to safety. 7 News spoke with that man afterwards. He tells us that he looked down to check his GPS right before this crash. It's unclear if he'll face any charges. Fortunately, none of the 24 students and driver on the bus were injured.
My only thought was just how am I going to do this and how fast can I get in there and get it done.
And now another daring rescue. Tonight, a reunion with deputies and a Good Samaritan after what could have been a deadly crash in Charles County. And of course, we're staying on top of breaking news. As you look live at Capital One Arena, we have new details on what's appearing more and more likely: the Caps and Wizards heading to Virginia. Details on the announcement planned tomorrow. In Prince William County, the Board of Supervisors is expected to vote on a controversial data center proposal tonight. The project would pave the way to rezone thousands of acres of homes and farmland for up to 37 data centers. Ahead of tonight's meeting, a group who opposes the plan made a final push to delay the vote. They argue the project will have a negative impact on the environment and surrounding community. Supporters, though, they argue the project will bring in billions of dollars to the local economy. And new details in a deadly small plane crash in Fauquier County. The NTSB just releasing its preliminary report. Investigators say the plane was trying to land at Warrenton Fauquier Airport in Midland December 3rd when it crashed. The flight was cleared to land and the pilot made no distress calls over the radio during his approach. The NTSB says the plane collided with 80-foot tall trees, causing it to catch fire and knocking off one of the wings. The pilot, 62-year-old Simi Adams, was killed. No one on the ground was hurt. A Charles County man is thanking 5 deputies for racing against the clock to save him from his submerged vehicle after he crashed into a deep pond 2 weeks ago. They also helped rescue the 2 dogs who were in that car. Police say it's all thanks to a Good Samaritan. 7 News' Caroline Patricus explains.
This is body camera footage when Charles County Sheriff's deputies arrived to a scene after a single vehicle plunged off of this bridge and into a 17-foot pond.
My only thought was just how am I going to do this and how fast can I get in there and get it done.
November 26th on a rainy evening, timing was everything. Officer Ian Breer was training other officers that day. He said as he arrived on scene, you could no longer see the vehicle in the water.
I didn't know how deep in the water, but it was probably going to be definitely jarred based upon the hill that it went down.
All 5 officers assisted. They plunged into the frigid water to begin the rescue.
And it was very murky, so even if we had went under, we weren't going to be able to see anything. So it literally was just reaching into the dark.
Inside that car with seconds left of air was Martin Watts and his 2 dogs.
Honestly, I was probably going to be there till somebody tried to pull that vehicle out. Because like I said, I wasn't having no luck finding that jack handle. And I didn't expect somebody to come in the water and rescue me. You know, so I didn't expect to live through it. I really didn't.
Martin watched the police video for the first time. Police said it was thanks to this Good Samaritan, Brian Moy, for staying to assist officers find the submerged car.
I have nothing but gratitude for them and admiration for them doing above and beyond what they needed to do in that situation.
In Waldorf, Caroline Patricus, 7 News.
And for Alert Weather, we're tracking the next weather maker for you. Not going to come tomorrow, Friday or Saturday. A couple of dry days coming our way with a warming trend. But look at Sunday. Rain chances really going up. It's a 50% chance during the day, 80% chance at night. And Monday is just going to be pretty soggy around here the way it's looking now. We'll step down from Monday night and still maybe some lingering showers for Tuesday. Want to show you that system. It's not going to be a cold front. This one, a coastal storm system developing in the Gulf of Mexico, making a beeline into our area. Rain develops Sunday during the afternoon, early evening, and then right on top of us around the mid-Atlantic for Monday with wind coming in once again out of the east and northeast. Our wind gusts could be around 30 to 40 miles per hour. We'll get back to that system in just a moment. Right now, we talk about the overnight, just clear and cold with your temperatures dropping down to the 20s, most neighborhoods freezing for the district with light winds. And no issues tomorrow. It's a weak cold front that comes in, bringing some cloud cover. Could be around the mid-morning hours going through the afternoon. Some of the high cloud cover, 33 degrees to 38 by 10 o'clock in the morning. So we get out of the freezing zone very quickly tomorrow and into the mid to upper 40s during the afternoon, about a degree or so just below average for tomorrow. But then our skies clear just in time to see the Geminid meteor showers expected to peak tomorrow night going into early Thursday. Dozens of meteors per hour possible with this system. Best viewing is to get away from the city lights. I like the benefit, though, that we have a new moon, and we just posted a great blog on seeing the Geminid meteor showers. You can check it out at WJLA.com. Our temperatures, they'll cool for Thursday, back behind the cold front, and then rising temperatures for Friday and the upcoming weekend. Right now, Saturday still looking like the best out of Saturday and Sunday again. Fourth weekend in a row here. From the 30s to the mid-50s, our skies will stay mostly to partly sunny on Saturday. And right now, we've got rain afternoon on Sunday. 51 degrees, your high temperature for Sunday. Not going to be too bad for Sunday, but again, soaking conditions expected right now on Monday with some wind coming our way and rainfall totals that may once again be over an inch. Let's get a look at sports now. Lots going on with Scott Abraham.
And now, the Toyota Sports Desk, sponsored by your Toyota dealers.
Caps fans, Wizards fans, it's happening. Goodbye, D.C. Hello, Alexandria, Virginia. A major announcement is scheduled for tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. in Potomac Yard. The belief is that this announcement will be about the construction of a new arena that will be home to the Caps and the Wizards. Just yesterday, Virginia lawmakers voted to approve the plan for the construction of an 8 million square foot sports and mixed-use campus at this Potomac Yard site. 7 News will be at tomorrow's announcement with team coverage on this major development that will change the professional sports landscape in the DMV. Hey, a new era of JMU football has officially started. Just a short time ago, James Madison University introducing Bob Chesney as the next football coach. Chesney comes to JMU from Holy Cross, where he won the Patriot League Coach of the Year award 3 times. Remember, in a couple of weeks, James Madison will be playing in their first ever bowl game. The Dukes will be facing Air Force in the Armed Forces Bowl on Saturday, December 23rd. You can watch the game right here on 7 News. JMU is currently 11-1 this season, finishing atop the standings in the East Division of the Sun Belt Conference. Michelle?
All right, Scott, stick around for this one, Scott. I know you're going to like it. While the future of how Capital One Arena will be used isn't clear, it has been home to amazing sports moments. George Mason's 2006 run to the Final Four happened right here at home. The underdogs knocked off UConn in an unbelievable game that felt more like a home game than a neutral site. And who could forget when the Capitals brought the Stanley Cup home and raised their first championship banner? We'll be right back with one last check on the forecast.
A couple of cold nights and chilly days Wednesday and especially Thursday. Coldest easily of the work week, but Friday, Saturday, Sunday temperatures back in the 50s. And there's your rain coming in Sunday late afternoon, evening going through Monday. Michelle?
VJ, thank you. Well, if a new arena is built in the suburbs, it wouldn't be anything new. Landover was home to the Cap Center through 1997, later renamed U.S. Airways Arena, and stars like Peter Bondra hit the ice for the Capitals out in Prince George's County. Juwan Howard and Chris Webber were a dynamic duo for the Washington Bullets when they made it to the NBA. Even the Hoyas, they played in Landover. Big John Thompson on the sidelines with Allen Iverson gliding through the air. Just a few memories that we wanted to share. World News Tonight with David Muir is coming up next. We'll have more team coverage at 11.